Hi, friends. This is Joanie with Three Feathers Spiritual Wisdom, here with your intuitive reading and message from Spirit for the week of July 18th through the 24th of 2021. We only have 2 more weeks of July. The summer is really passing quickly, isn't it? Anyway, thank you for subscribing, sharing, liking this video and helping me spread the word. I know I need to do a little more work on keywords and hashtags, and I realize that the word tarot is not even anywhere on my channel. So in order for people to find me, I've got to get that word on there, don't I? So I'm still learning. I'm still getting the hang of this. So it's all a process, and I don't mind. I hope you don't mind either. So we actually have a very powerful message this week. I am using the Healing Light Tarot by Christopher Butler. And for your oracle card, which you get to choose under the guidance of your guides or with your own intuition, A, B, or C, we've got a new deck that I ordered a few weeks ago, and it's the Archangel Fire Oracle by Alexandria Wenman. So, two, uh, another new deck to play with. So, figure out if you want A, B, or C. Don't overthink it. Go, go with that intuition. So let's get into the message. 5 cards came out. I usually pick 3 or ask for 3. When I shuffle, and I'm going to do a separate video about how I do my readings. 2 cards came out together in 2 different positions. So we'll talk about that. And the first 2 that came out together were quite a pair. Hopefully you can see them. This is the Fool, and this is the Tower. Let's see. There's the Fool and the Tower. Okay, so what does this mean? The Fool is about a new start, and the Tower is about an ending. We've been in this for weeks now, in this place, in this energetic place of endings and new beginnings. I really think, though, something's going to happen this week on more of a national level. If it happens in your life, let me know. It's a tower moment, and tower moments are when we're not paying attention to the sign to improve ourselves or to do something different. Spirit wants us to make a different choice, and we procrastinate. We don't do it. Well, the tower moment is Spirit makes something happen that creates that change that is supposed to happen. So change is coming. The end of something is near. The beginning of a new phase is very close. With this strong energy, I feel like it's closer and closer and closer. And maybe some of you are experiencing it. I've encountered it with some of my clients, making big decisions about changing career or moving or, starting a new life path. So this is major. I just have I just have an additional feeling that we're going to see something in the collective, a tower moment that forces that next phase. Okay? So the Fool, I want to talk about the Fool for a moment. As well, is he, as you can see, he's kind of jumping off a cliff. The Fool is not really a fool. The word fool is that he has no worries. He has complete faith that this change, that this new path is divinely guided. That the jumping off the cliff is not going to be totally harmful. He's going to be caught by Spirit. right? Spirit is guiding him. He's going off into this new direction, guided. All right? So don't worry about the tower. The tower also crumbles because it's not built on a good foundation. If your house is built on a good foundation, it doesn't crumble. So things need to change. Change is coming. A fresh start is here. Have trust and faith that it's the right path, that you're divinely guided on it. Awesome. The next two cards that came out, I really the it was very interesting to me what message hit me when these two cards came out together. This is the Five of Swords. This is the Eight of Swords. Now, swords represents the air element in the tarot cards, and the air element represents our thoughts. How are we thinking? Are we stuck in our ego? Are we thinking with our ego? And yes. So what I got from these two cards is how people react to the first two cards, to the Tower moment. And some people under the Five of Swords are going to react with, I'm taking over. I'm going to beat everybody and I'm going to win and I'm going to take it all. It's this, it's taking advantage. It's a power grab. It's a power grab. That's what it is. I'm taking it all. Whereas some people are going to react with, I'm trapped. I don't know if you can see this very well, but there is a spider web behind this person. And the Eight of Swords usually shows someone who is blindfolded, who is surrounded by these swords, and they're bound up. It's loose bindings. It's a it's a trap of their own mind. When we go around and round in our anxiety, or we have thoughts that limit us. And so some people are going to react with wanting a power grab, and other people are going to react with, I'm the victim. I'm the victim. So, but both are wrong. Both are wrong. That's what I'm getting from this. Both are wrong ways to respond. Well, what what more we need to respond as a tower moment happens is to step back and observe. And I know this because of the last card that came out and spoke to me. And it's the sun. This whole situation, whatever this is, and however people in the world respond, it will all be illuminated to us. For those of us who don't, go into anxiety or knee jerk reaction, step back and observe. The sun is going to illuminate everything for all of us to see. Now, how this might happen to you personally is something happens, people in the family respond in a panic or in some other way that's like, you know how it is. If something happens, how people panic or how people, become, you know, bullies or pushing, let's do this, let's do that. Oh no, I don't. You know how it is. Step back, take a deep breath, and look at it all. It will all be revealed, and all the stuff behind whatever this tower moment is will be revealed. And you'll be sitting there going, aha, this is interesting. So if you can stay out of the drama and observe, that's that's one of the messages for this week. That's definitely what I got off of this. This isn't me responding this way. This is other people around me responding. And I'm going, wow. So I I just, the sun is one of my favorite cards, of course, because I'm a Leo. I think I think it's going to be a very interesting week. And maybe it only starts this week and finishes up, the following week and the weeks after. I definitely got to message people that July, August, and September are going to be very interesting. I have personally, I'll share this. Personally, I have told some of my close friends, if you've got seatbelts, I would buckle them because it may be rocky over the next few months. It's the energy feeling that I'm getting from the collective. Okay? I don't mean to scare you. Just step back and observe. You don't have to be a part of the drama. You can watch the drama, though. Okay, so let's get to the cards that you choose from this new deck, the Archangel Fire Oracle. They're very interesting cards. I think that you will like them. So, they're new to me, so I'm getting to know them, and I don't know them all. So hopefully the messages will come through okay. For those of you who picked A, this is your card. Now I'm going to try to say his name. It looks like Celatheliel. Celatheliel. He's the archangel of contemplation and devotion. Contemplation. That's a good word for this week. Contemplation. He watches over the spiritual teachers, the light workers, the people who are trying to help others, with compassion and love. You see the little smoke heart coming out of his. Anyway, he also is helps us with our prayers and how to pray and how to meditate. Um, he um, he wants us to realize that even in the most mundane tasks of our lives, like sweeping the porch or washing the dishes, there is a sacredness there, and there is a rhythm that can also be devotional, all right? That, just walking barefoot through the grass is a sacred act. It's a grounding act, but it's connection with earth. So, different things that are even mundane in your life can be sacred, and you can think about them that way. All right, doing the laundry, cleansing the cloth that you will wear. That's a sacred that's a sacred act. Isn't that fascinating? So, he is with us. He's with you this week in your mundane tasks and wants you to see things as sacred and help you with your prayers. For those of you who picked B, you got Bar- Barakshial. I hope you can see her. She's a beautiful woman. I believe that she must be in like Central America. There's like an Aztec or Mayan temple. She is uh, the blessings of God. She's about fulfillment. She oversees the family, marriage, parenthood, and fertility and abundance. You see, she's got a basket of bread here, and she's holding a baby. She wants us to find blessings everywhere within our family. Again, it's about the mundane, it's about the everyday. Finding blessings in the everyday, in the laughter and the love that comes from our family. And let's define family here as very broad, people. It can be your siblings, it can be your friends, it can be your colleagues, it can be your neighbors. Family is all of us, really. We're all family to each other, or should be. So this is about relationships and whatever relationships that you have and finding fulfillment in them, finding the laughter and the love, which I think is another beautiful card. So that's who you can call on this week. And for those of you who picked C, you have Uriel, and he is the fire of God. I don't know if you can see the fire coming out of one of his hands here. He is the keeper of the flame of the divine love. He's about purifying, detoxing, releasing old, lower energies like anger and guilt and shame. He wants you to resolve arguments and forgive. He also watches over the earth. So, this week, if you are trying to release some of those old, old baggage that you're holding on to, releasing the old guilt or anger towards someone, call on Uriel to help you forgive. Okay? He is about, guiding you through, because forgiveness is a connection to divine love. So, and when you do that, you break the cord of connection to whoever it is that you need to forgive. If you don't want them in your life, the best thing to do is to cut that cord. Forgive, release, let go. And then you don't have that anymore. So, those are the messages and the cards for all of us this week. I hope you were able to find something in there that speaks to you. And I thank you so much for following me and helping me on my journey. Um, I'm in Lincoln, Nebraska, and I will be at next Saturday on the 24th. I will be at Journey to the Stars Mind, Body, Spirit Expo at the Icebox. So I hope you drop in and would like to have a reading. It's also my birthday, and I hope to be giving away some flowers to people in celebration. So drop on in and say hello. And if you are not in Nebraska, say hello anyway below in the comments. Take care, everyone. Sending you many blessings. Love.